Again, I'm back, and this is probably going to end up as heavy as the last one, because, again, I'm not in the best place in my head. I've been considering doing this video for a couple of days now. It's about, I don't know what you'd call it, professionally or anything, or medically, but it's the whole dissociation, I think it is, or something, where you don't feel like you're in control of yourself. Like you're watching someone else be you. Like all the thought processes, all of that stuff, that's what you would do, but you don't feel like you're doing it. And it's something that I've been dealing with for quite a while. Most of my life, really. And it's not nice. It's not a nice thing, because you don't... I'm pretty sure no one likes it if they don't feel as if they're in control of their own body. As if someone else is, like, you're a marionette and someone else is pulling the strings. I'm pretty sure no one would like that. That would just feel horrible. I mean, there's all these challenges out there where you got two people, one standing behind you, your hands are behind your back, and their hands are doing all these things, and the person behind you is basically in control. They can do whatever with their hands, and you can't do shit. All you can do is talk. But most of the times, that's done as a joke. What I deal with is a step further than that, and it feels like I'm in a room in my head, completely pitch black, and all I see is a screen of what I'd see through my eyes. Like what you'd see on this screen here, as if it was filming something through one lens, not two like eyes actually work, but one. But it's like I'm watching what's happening through my eyes on a screen, and I have no control over it, like it's a film playing out in front of me that I have no control over. Sorry, belching. And it's goddamn horrible, because you know you should be in control. You know, technically you are, because it's still you that's doing all that stuff. But you can't do anything. And it's just horrible. Now, I don't know what it's a symptom of, like anxiety, depression, stuff like that. I don't know if it's a symptom of anything like that. I don't know if it's a whole medical thing in itself. I'm going to vape because... yeah, I don't know. And I'm not going to pretend I know. But it's something I've dealt with for a while. I've not figured out any ways to sort it out. I'm literally just saying this because I need somewhere to put it. And I thought, hey, someone else is dealing with it. Why not share my feelings about it and put it out there? That way they know they're not the only ones dealing with it. That's the whole point of probably this video and the last one, and considering how many things going on in my head, probably a couple more. But it's horrible. Not knowing, well, you know what you're going to do, but having no control over it. It's like your body's just gone, hey, I'm in control now. Head, fuck off. Because you feel like you're trapped in here. All your thinking and all your brain work stuff thing is all stuck in here. Doesn't come out here. All this stuff, no. Doesn't even come out through the mouth. You can't control what you say either. And that's a big problem for me. Because I have people I talk to most days. And if I can't control what I say, then I might hurt someone. Or I might get myself into trouble and get myself hurt. And neither one of those I enjoy the thought of. Because as much as I may seem gruff and tough and I'm going to hurt you if you say something wrong, I don't like hurting people. I don't like it. I can do it. I don't like it. That's one of the things that most people misunderstand as well. Just because you don't like doing something doesn't mean you can't do it. Back onto the dissociation thing. If I don't have control over myself, I know what I'm doing, but I don't at the same time. I know what I'm doing, but whether it's right or wrong isn't down to me. Whether I do it or not, my decisions aren't down to me. They are, but they're not. They're down to a subconscious part of me. A part that I have no real control over. It's just a part of my brain that keeps going. Whereas the part of my brain which is a constant train of thought, which is the one that I have control over, my consciousness, that bit's just sitting in the background going, doing nothing. Whereas my subconscious is going, hey, I've got control now, punch this guy in the face. Oh shit, I've just hit someone. Oh shit, now he's hitting me. Now I'm hurt, now I'm unconscious. That wasn't a smart idea. Luckily, something like that hasn't... I was going to say it hasn't happened, but it has happened back when I was younger, back when it was more of a problem for me. Now, even my subconscious has taboo things. It's like, even your subconscious has a self-preservation way of thinking. And luckily enough, I've gone into the zone of, you piss someone off, probably going to hurt you. Don't do that. You hit someone, they're probably going to hurt you. Don't do that. But most of the time it's, you hit someone and they're still up, they're going to hurt you. But if they're unconscious, you're fine. That's a problem. And I don't fight very often, so I'm not good at the knocking someone unconscious immediately. Well, I say I don't fight very often, but I reenact Viking fighting at the weekend, but that's a whole different story, and that is controlled. I'm fully aware of what I'm doing there most of the time. When I'm not, I stop. I go off to the side. Luckily, it hasn't happened where I've not been able to stop. But the fact that I can subconsciously do stuff whilst I'm awake, rather than my subconscious just being a sleepy thing. Like when I'm asleep, my subconscious goes on weird tangents. That would be fine. If it was just whilst I was asleep, or just like small things, like a twitch or something, that would be fine. That would be absolutely fine. I would have no problem with that. The fact that it's to the point of I can sit there and I'll feel like the conversation that's happening around me that I'm part of, I'm not a part of. Scares me. It's horrible. It's another one of those, I need help. But I don't want to go to a psychiatrist and tell them this, because that's another person. This is a camera. That's another person. That's someone who can judge me, basically. And that's another thing I'm scared of. People judging me. Sounds ridiculous because everybody is kind of scared of that. People don't want to be judged. That's why people dress the way they do. That's why people act the way they do. But the fact that I'd be going to a psychiatrist and I'd have them sitting across the room analysing me scares me, because I don't know what they're going to find just by analysing the way I talk or the way I think. Well, it'll be the way I think through the way I talk to them or what I've told them. And they aren't going to get a full picture from that. They aren't going to get a full picture of what's going on up here just from what I tell them. So they aren't going to be able to help. As much as I'd like to be able to tell them things, it's not going to work. But dissociation, as far as I'm aware, is something that multiple people have problems with, multiple people deal with. If you have a problem with it, as much as I'm saying I'm scared of going to a psychiatrist, that's my own problem. I would suggest you do. I'm going to try and get over my fear at some point of having someone analyse me and judge me on the spot. I'm going to try and get over that at some point and go see one. Now that I've said that, I've got to do it at some point. But I would suggest you see one. Because everybody has problems. I'm fully aware of that. Everybody can have problems that can range through a whole bunch of different things. But if they affect you daily and hurt you, whether it be up here or here, daily, that's a problem. And you need to sort that. Because if you don't sort that, it's going to cause you some serious damage. Guess I'll see you guys in Valhalla. Bye.